helped me reach 1,500 subscribers. What began as a rush I believed I could manage quickly turned into a mistake that would dismantle everything. I left the house that evening under a harmless excuse: dinner, laughter, normalcy, but the truth was far uglier. I wasn't meeting friends. I was meeting another man. Every detail had been planned. Every lie rehearsed. I was certain I was invisible. My husband stayed behind, trusting, unguarded, unaware that betrayal was unfolding in the very space we shared. I arrived at the meeting filled with anticipation, convinced the secrecy was intoxicating, convinced I held all the power. Yet beneath the excitement was a strange unease, an unexplainable sense that something had shifted out of my control. What I didn't know was that every step I took had already been accounted for. When I finally returned home hours later, confident I could slip back into normalcy, the house felt wrong. Too quiet. Too deliberate. The door creaked as I entered, the sound sharp and accusing. I expected darkness and sleep. Instead, I found order, intentional, unsettling order. Documents were arranged neatly on the table. My phone sat in plain sight where I hadn't left it. Papers I didn't recognize were stacked with purpose. It was instantly clear that someone had been watching, waiting, preparing. The illusion shattered in seconds. Then I saw the note. It was brief, controlled, written in his unmistakable handwriting. Your actions have consequences. We'll talk tomorrow. No anger. No accusations. Just certainty. Panic replaced the thrill immediately. He hadn't lashed out. He hadn't confronted me impulsively. He had done something far worse. He had observed patiently and prepared carefully. The man I thought passive had already dismantled my lies before I ever stepped back through the door. The house no longer felt like home. It felt like evidence. As I moved through the rooms, the depth of his preparation became terrifyingly clear. Every placement, every document, every subtle signal was intentional. This wasn't emotional. This was strategic. He had removed my ability to deny, deflect, or manipulate. I sat down, trying to steady myself, but the calm precision of his response crushed any confidence I had left. He hadn't raised his voice, yet the message was unmistakable. I had been exposed completely. Then I noticed the final proof. A photograph placed carefully where it couldn't be ignored. Time-stamped. Undeniable. Every excuse I had rehearsed dissolved instantly. The power I thought I held vanished. The thrill turned into humiliation. I realized he didn't need confrontation to destroy me. Clarity and patience had done the work far more effectively. By morning, the full weight of it settled in. He hadn't just uncovered my betrayal. He had transformed it into a quiet demonstration of control and awareness. Every secret I relied on was laid bare. There was no chaos, no drama, just truth. When he finally spoke, his voice steady and composed, I understood how completely I had misjudged him. The partner I assumed oblivious had known far more than I ever imagined. And in that silence, I learned a brutal truth. Calm exposure is far more devastating than anger.